of yourself at. That's what I'm saying. You never showed a picture of yourself at the entire Xamarin Dev Summit. There's only shoes. Oh, I totally comment. I'm like, there's only shoes. I didn't publicly comment. I'm like, how come we only see Squeaky's shoes? Is she actually there? But yes, we are definitely guinea pigs. We are guinea pigs for life at Microsoft. It's the philosophy. So you will hear me complain about bugs that hopefully you guys never see. Alright, let me go and fix my setters for my... I can't believe I messed that up. I'm just going to go do it in dev. And then I'm going to write some tests. I had been meaning to write those tests, and I'd been saying I need to write the tests. And I pushed it because they were impatient. And so there's no tests. Now I could... No. Alright, this is an easy one. And then we're going to write some tests. Oh, these ones aren't itchy at all. I like these ones. These ones are like some like nylon socks. They're not itchy at all. The sequel ones are the foot area is actually padded underneath it, which is kind of shocking. It's got a really thick sole for a sock. It's kind of cool. Those I got from a build or something at one of the sequel booths. Conferences. In my last job here, when I worked for Nat, I went to every conference but didn't have to do anything. So I'd go find the swag, and Miguel would send me to go find swag for him because I'd go find it for my kids. He's like, "Well, find." So I had to go find swag for me and Miguel. No, that wasn't my reason I was there was to find swag. It wasn't like I was just some like swag boy or anything. But yeah, I mean, if you're at a conference, you might as well go find the good swag. So, no, my job was to help him prepare for all his talks and to help everyone presenting in his talks with their demos and write his demos. So I was there, but I didn't really have to do like I still had to do things, but it wasn't like do things, do things. You never saw me. It was nice. All right, fix this environment nonsense. All right, this thing that I was being clever with, I can't be clever with. It needs to go die in a fire. I never made my kill my baby soundbite. I've been searching for like all it needs is a WAV or MP3 file. So I go search on the internet till I find them, download it, and then add it. Yeah, but I've been too lazy. And I couldn't find it. All we ever found were stupid GIFs. Because the YouTube video search was showing GIFs, which is the worst thing ever. I just need the auto clip of Corky Romano, Kill My Baby. I need it. And it's my soundboard. I've got some good ones, but I've only got 4.
Every time.
Maybe Bing has better stuff. I should use Bing. I should dog food our search engine. Alright, environment aware. This is where I want to go. So inside of my set values, I screwed up. And inside of my gets, I screwed up. No, I didn't screw up in the gets. Wait, maybe I did. You're back. I'm just now looking at it. I lied. We started talking about I don't even know what. Swag, yes, my socks. And my padded sequel socks that say insert into shoes on the toes. Alright. I jacked up. This is wrong. So wrong. Alright, so let's get the gets. Gets are good. No. This is not right. We are removing this because you better pass a type in. Alright. Wait, no, that should be fine. It's the sets. These gets will be fine. Get will be fine. Because it still passes in the original key. It's the sets that are wrong. Get environments, not those. This guy. The one that I just did for him. I'm like, look, I fixed this. No, I didn't. I failed. Failed miserably. Okay, so on a set, typed key, it should always be key. No, typed key needs the type. And then I have one that does not do a type. So now I need to find all of these. Find swag and do. Yes, I've always found lots to do. It's pretty. Sometimes that's hard to do at conferences. I heard that if we ever met, I need bring Mountain Dew as a gift. Yes, people have said that. That's all right. I help people even without bringing me Mountain Dew. Yes, but yes. I was really bummed. Evolves at first didn't have Dew, and I complained, and we got Dew. I can't remember if we got Dew at the first Evolve. The conference center, one of the conference centers had it was the Georgia one. The Georgia one had a stupid contract with Coke because it's Georgia, and so they weren't allowed to serve Mountain Dew in the conference center. And so we had in the staff room stocked it with our own Dew because we weren't legally allowed to serve Mountain Dew at their conference center. It was against our contract. Nonsense. But yeah. All right. This is good. This is good. Let's find all of these. And all of my fancy stuff, I thought I'd get lucky. Nope. So if wait, how does that work? Okay, color's fine. Color's good. Color's doing it the right way. It's the drawing extensions that are wrong. Alright, so if type equals or is not equal to null, we do this one. Else, we just do true because we know it's not null. We've already checked that. This is false. I'm almost done. Found the issue exactly. It's in the setters. The getters were fine because the getter's passing the original key and the optional key.
Yep.
The setter, I did the lazy if type pass it in. Well, type would check. Oh, you've said null type. Let's grab the parent, and then it was resetting that key, which was wrong. So I'm almost done. I just got to go through on each of these and just do an if, which is dumb, but oh yeah. So if type is not equal to null, do this. Oh no, the shadow needs shadow. Oh no, this is a get. Gets are good. Why am I looking at gets? Static. All right. If type is not equal to null, do this thing. Else, do this guy. And this goes back to that rule, which it would have been fine, to where I said I'm not going to double check the local one as an optimization because that's stupid. If I double checked the local, it would have been fine. But yeah. So I guess it wasn't dumb to double check it. All right. Barbecue. That was an easy one. Do you really trust the seafood as well? It's shrimp, so you shouldn't get sick off of shrimp, but it's possible. But I'm thinking about what is better microwaved. That's cold shrimp. Yeah, I go for it, but I think you're wrong. Yeah, that was an easy one. All right. Good luck at work, Lewis. We're gonna have good luck here. All right, I don't have music on again. Almost done. I miss Evolves. Those were good times. I don't miss the work of Evolves, though. Actually, by the last one, the last Evolve was pretty dang easy for me. I gave one talk. Well, I always did that, but I used to do that and all the talks. My first Evolve, I did like 13 talks. It was something like that. It was ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. I was supposed, before it started, the week before it started, do you know how many I was supposed to do? 2. The week of, I found out I was doing more. And I found out I was doing a lot more. And I realized that all the talks I assigned, I hated all the content that was done for it. I was given all the trainings too, and I didn't like any of the trainings. So I did the first training as it was written because it was the first day, and I'm like, that was a nightmare. And so before my next training, which was in like an hour or two, I rewrote that next talk, and that was my continual thing. I was always redoing the next one. And so they had all these like pre-handed out things and was like, well, here's the content you're going to need. I'm like, my first slide was download this from Dropbox. Do not listen to what they're telling you. And I'm like, and when this talk is over, we're uploading the new content to Dropbox right here, the finished content. So, yeah. And there's not enough time to truly rewrite everything the way you want. But I got really good at just like, that's why this live coding thing doesn't phase me at all. Like, it's just, I'm talking and explaining what I'm doing, and it's not that hard once you've done it enough. It was bad. Yeah, most people don't know that, and we didn't televise that thing. We didn't we don't have any of the recordings from any of that, so it's not like any of it. There's even proof of it anymore. Just those that were there to witness it. I even had secret hidden sessions that weren't on the agenda. Alright, delete type. I'm getting good at this little swap. How many more do I have? Get fill. I'm done! I'm done! I hope. We'll see. I'm just going to commit this thing. Yep. It's exactly what's happening. It was only drawing that was broken. Because that's where I got lazy and did that. If you would have done fonts, it would have been fine. Well, I'm glad we found that now. All right, it's pushed up. You're good. How late are we working anyway? All right. I can go back to styles now. Now that setters work. Until I broke your getters or your setters. Yeah, that's that one. I'm like, oh, it's local. We don't need to deal with that. We'll never do that on local. We shouldn't do it on local, but yeah. Right. Man, there's still 12 people watching us. Are you guys that bored? Are we that entertaining? No. I know I'm not. It's just my wife. She says I'm not funny at anything all the time. It's true. When we are the quality content, when we've got the demand for 12 people, it's just waiting for someone who knows what they're doing and actually is good to do this. Or is this demand for the product we're building? It's the product we're building, or the demand for content of watching people build products. So are you guys here about the product or us? There's no one talking. Hey, I did not. Oh, come on, there it goes. R2's for the chaos. You help cause half the chaos. He's our chaos monkey. No one ever did a chaos cat. I don't know which would cause more chaos, a monkey or a cat, though. Yeah, but cats are evil. I don't think monkeys are.
Have you seen Howler Monk?
I've been beat up by a monkey. I have actually been beat up by a monkey.
Where was this at?
My grandpa's house when I was a kid.
He had a.
Oh yes. So I've never talked about any of this on my stream. So I grew up in my grandpa and my mom were just into random weird things. So I kind of grew up on an exotic animal farm. On stream? Yesterday. When did I talk about this yesterday? I've talked about it other times, but I don't know if I've done it on streams. Did I? I could have. I don't remember. Yeah, so I kind of. Yeah, I don't either. But code committed. I was so tired yesterday.
Nope.
On what? Where? Type.name? Wait. But where's that getting set from? Get type. Hold on, what's the stack trace on that? Call stack. Set environment is doing a type. Which one is this? Order. Type. Type equals null. Did I miss one? You don't have the latest. I just. Oh, dang it, I didn't go all the way down. See that thing? Where it's set, did I miss? I missed border.
Border didn't exist because new one.
Well, you did it, so you didn't add it right.
What I had
Okay,
before.
I know, my bad. So look at what I just did. I wrapped those in an if type. It's really easy. Just go down to it. Okay, I'm like, I know I caught them all. So just stop it, or you can do it. It doesn't matter. Why did I say stop? All right, so just do if type is not equal to null. No, not there. We're wrapping that thing in, we're gonna wrap it. You're gonna do two different calls. You're wrapping it to be nice to the people. Yeah.
Oh.
It's with the type, and then I just put that one to true, and the other one will be false, because, yeah. But it's just that call. That's what I'm saying. I would just copy.
This is the stat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
They were-
on this one. So just do. You see what I mean? It's just this line is the first one, and then it's this line without the type as the second one. But I'm just setting those to true false because there's no point in evaluating those because we just did. And that's all it is. Because we need the two different calls. You know, I could make that other one work. Should I? All right. Yeah, I agree. It's really quick. It's like I know exactly what to do. And actually, don't fix that one so we can test it. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. All right, on this one. So we will also do. Set. This one. All right, set one. Okay. So if this one sets, then that type in. So we will do this on get type key. We will just say type key. That is what the red team does. Well, they hack into, yeah. Right. Well, it depends on your definition of hacker. If you go back to the original definition of hacker, it had nothing had stuff to do with breaking in because they were big into like breaking lock. They were lock picks. They all knew how to pick locks. They were into like everything should be free and all that. But it wasn't necessarily like hacking like hackers do now. Hackers was thrown on as a negative connotation of a type of people, and I actually relate a lot to the original hackers. I mean, all it is, and this whole stupid 10x thing, and like that threads, like this is what a 10x developer is. What they're describing is wrong. With any industry, there's top performers. Now, most of the time, what defines a top performer isn't this weird awkwardness about them. And if they fit this persona, it's people who have an obsessive personality and they're obsessed about what they're doing. And in some cases, it leads to extreme nonsense with their personalities. But just because you're obsessed with something, I've worked on this stuff because I've been obsessed with it,
Me too.
but I still like talking to people about it. I still like working with team members, and I love teaching other people about it. You go back to the original hackers, and they had some of those like odd things where like they mark people as losers, but they still and they were socially awkward, but they accepted like 12-year-olds into their group and loved teaching each other about what they just learned. It wasn't this I'm socially awkward and I hate people and never disrupt me. No, it's the obsessed about what they're doing. You look at these athletes, think about how obsessed they are about their sports that got them to that level. That's what makes someone like the quote unquote 10x. It's that obsessive thing to where they're obsessed about it and it's all they think about. I wake up to where I know how to fix that bug. I just dreamed about it and I know how to fix it and I can't wait to go fix it. That's what makes someone super productive, not all these stupid, ridiculous attributes. It's being obsessed, and what causes that obsession can be different, but to the point to where it takes over your life, which can be a bad thing, especially if you have a family. It's caused many of bad nonsense with me. But it's not all this like, oh, they can't do meetings, never let them do meetings, or don't let them work with junior devs. No, that's just someone being dumb and obsessed to the point to where they don't know how to manage themselves. Not, oh, they're my unicorn that's going to save this. You can still have a personality and be obsessed and like something. So, all right, ignore all my little rant there. It is late, but that's it. It's just yeah, exactly. You want to share that. Exactly. You're right, Luce. It's that sharing that. And that's what makes someone a 10x, if you want to call it that. It's that obsessive, and then they want to do, like, it's good for them to want others. Yes, you can be obsessed without it and get some of those same exact things and then be a dick about it. And sorry, but this is not a mature stream, so I shouldn't have said that. But you get what I'm saying. You don't have to be an a-hole to be a good programmer. You can still be a nice person and still have that obsessiveness that makes you good. There is. And I don't use potty words. Don't do drugs. Words of wisdom. What? Say don't do drugs? Sure, yeah. The dare. Yeah, she's from India and they all had all the stuff delayed. So it's what she grew up on too. Alright. Oh, no, don't open Slack. Force quit Slack. Where was I going? I pushed. Oh, I didn't push that. Sorry, my rant. I did, but I didn't push it because I went on a rant instead. All right. Fixed the type stuff. I just call it fix the type stuff. I'm not being any more clear than that. Pushed. Yeah. And also, though, a lot of that obsessiveness does cause you to do things in a higher quality and not want to stop until it's the quality you want, which can be good or bad because sometimes you can't ship things because it's not to the quality. But yeah, that's all it is. And because you're obsessed, you work way more than the other people, and you give up on your social life and exercise and eating healthy, which is also bad. So it's not necessarily a good thing. It's all overrated. It's true. All right, it's pushed. And I'm not saying I'm a 10x developer. That wasn't even my point. I'm just saying it's a joke. It didn't crash. Hey, but my thing worked.
No, they
Hey,
just didn't crash.
my thing worked. It was actually I should have done the fix I just did because I wouldn't have had a stupid wrap all those dumb things.
Okay, got it.
You know what I mean? That was a much easier. It was a one-line fix versus. Which I should probably now just go through and remove all those ifs and just do the first one. There's a bunch of stupid ifs. And we only need the first one with that fix I just did. It doesn't. It's doing the same thing under the hood. Makes me wonder, do I even need the non one now? It's fine. What? Oh, it's navigating? Navigating's good. What's navigating? Nice. Don't do drugs. Alright, this is up. That's exciting. That was fun. Wait, what? What do you mean by space? It character my valid character. I'd have to see the and then you delete it and back and it's on. Actually, I have a reset. Unbelievable. That's life. It reset. That is a shame. That is a shame. Right, but should clip. Share the shape. All that matters. That's the test. Background color. Right now. Oh, not reloaded. I have not seen it. Broke this crap. ID. Not doing actual. I have. Does reference. So much. Yeah, go. Aisle. Dang it. Actually gonna do. That thing in. That's what I'm saying. And that you have a shape for the. That way it only. Not gonna through.
Yeah. I mean, I only had to fix do all that.
Well, because that means our API is not explicit enough.
Yeah.
Because like add a border shape. Wait, what?
Or we don't.
And we have no documentation. Update the README, man. We have no README on any of the drawings or clippings. Well, he's got to understand it before he can write anything on it. No, his contribution's writing the sample. So he might write a README and docs as he goes, but he's not able to figure things out because we have no docs. It's a chicken and an egg thing. So he's trying to write a sample. You heard it From the horse's mouth, guys. Straight from the horse's mouth. That's life. Hey, I spent some time on that README. It's a good README. And then I rewrote the README again because people complained. And we've had two, not one, but two pull requests now on the README. And someone's threatened to make a third one with some BS stuff. Looking at you, R2. I did. And then he waved with this cat. He made his cat wave. You gotta do the... Oh, did you guys see the iOS 13 eye look detection?
Yeah, that is pretty impressive.
It's awesome. Do you know about it, Matisse? Alright. So you know how if you look directly into the eye of a camera, it makes it look like you're making direct eye contact with the person. But if you're talking on FaceTime, you look at the screen, not the camera. So they used AI to move the pupil so it looks like it's looking directly in the camera, even though you're not. It's awesome. We need that for all meetings. So as I'm reading around the screen and doing everything aside from paying attention to the meeting, it looks like I'm attentively looking and just taking notes without looking. I want it for my desktop. It has not gone too far. Because then it's going to look like I'm paying perfect attention in my meetings. When actually I'm doing whatever I'm doing. Typically I'm hacking. Because that's what I like to do.
You'd be okay if instead of corner order.
I don't care, that's fine. That's cool. I'm not picky on names. I'm the worst namer ever. So that's my kids. Dang it, I hit escape! I didn't even create the stupid file! What? Yes, and I had style typed. And then I had a pop-up up, and so my instinct was just to escape to ditch the pop-up. Because I got distracted, and I went to go type, and I hit escape, and it... It's style. Alright. There goes a guy on another one of those robot segways. There's just robot segways just roaming our halls. I want to ride on the robot segway. Why don't I have a ride on the segway? And he's going really slow. Let's crank the power on those things. Let's have fun. Beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Now do it to those stupid things up top.
I'm getting there.
How is your hot reload broken? Alright, I'm gonna try my hot reload. Who broke hot reload? That's all I want to know. I didn't break it. I haven't touched it. Someone broke hot reload and I'm not happy. This project without hot reload is crap. I think it's John. I think Ryder knows he's cheating on it, so it's blocked. Alright, so we're on this screen. Let's go to our sample. Where's main page? This is main page, right? Credit card demo. Mine reloads. It likes me. Yeah, it works for everyone but John. I did have some if-def in there where it detects the machine name. That might be it. But yeah. Totally working. Yeah, rounded corners. I'm even using your really ugly rounded corner stuff and it's updating for me. Look at those really rounded corners. Let's go to... Oh, if you go high enough... Who is Alex?
Hathaway.
Or Hathaway? So you are actually quite nice and smart. If I put my rounded corner up to 1,000, it still never goes past. I was wondering if I could, what it would like.
This isn't
Wait. You've done drawing code before?
my. Here, there you go. Look,
Oh,
log on. Put it in
oh,
your container, and now,
that's better.
and round the corner just
So
equals to 4.
technically, with our stuff, I wouldn't make that a function. I'd make it a view, just because it's kind of the style is refactor things out to views rather than functions.
What, around the corner?
No, your entry whatever
Well,
entry
that's
container.
David did that.
Oh, do you see what I mean though?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the style. Oh, it's its own view type. Views are cheap. Views are cheap. So I want to switch to that because it's better for diffing and stuff as well. Because I can tell what the crap you're doing. They can have their individual states. So
I'm pretty happy with this. This is
I may mock him for that and tell him to switch it to its own view. But yeah, I'm okay with that function. So, and once we have styles, he'll even need it less. 42. No, it has a boolean. One thing that we're going to bind to a state. It's a boolean. Is it running or not? Is running. One boolean. So, a general rule of thumb, and this is pretty good. Everything should have one property. Every view should have one property, and that goes in the constructor. Correct. No, anything else that needs to happen typically go through the extension methods and go through the context. But, I mean, entry has two in case you want to react from the text. Same with a button has a click event. So some things have an action and a property, but general rule is one.
I had 2.
Okay, what would have two? I'm just curious. For the most part, I believe there might be some, but the general rule of property thumb is if you're doing more than one, it might be okay, but probably you're doing something wrong. You're gonna data bind it anyway, so I'd say same. Would you say false? Okay. Well, I would argue in ours we'd say true because if anything you do a boolean show it, else don't show it. Because our UI is so easy to compose. Typically UI is hard to compose, so you'd always have it there and then just toggle its state. I don't even think we need a property. Is it? No, we might. I don't know. I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't know if it even needs a property. Our views are cheap to rebuild, and we rebuild a view.
I know. Was image.
Oh.
Bitmap or
Okay. Yep. That I understand.
it's
Right.
But
It's one. So if you go look at my report sample. Go look at my report. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
No, I get what you might. When you set up. So when we set up.
It doesn't have to be a bindable thing. No.
No, the overrides come up for this, right? Like set up.
You'd still create the view, and you just auto set it to animating by default.
So your thing is it should just be a constantly animating thing, and since our view just like add or remove it based on the state. Is that
Yeah. So go to my report. Go to my samples.
what you're saying?
Because I do a loading one. John, I'm all for the simple thing. I would like to know what Apple does for this thing, but I doubt you animate it because the idea is you just switch between the views. You have it there or you don't.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did in SwiftUI as well.
He's saying it should be a
It should always be on. There's no property.
that you like.
Look at,
I'm okay. No.
yeah. Yeah, because look, right here. If it's loading, we're going to return that view. If not, it's out of there. We don't even need it.
Oh, that I was wondering how
We
it's
rebuild
gonna.
the, and it's still data bound because we're data binding to state,
So like for the sample stuff that David was
right?
doing, things like it would work.
Yeah,
You just like
yeah,
I like it.
yeah. It's simpler. We don't even need anything.
If the control is binding to like it just struck a null or
Don't even do it to the binding one. Go to what's below it because you don't need anything.
so what's
Nothing goes in constructor.
control
View. Just do view.
just a view?
Yeah, just subclass view. Doesn't need anything. Doesn't need a data bind.
We need docs for
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. I know it's a different mentality, but less is more. I'm really.
it makes sense now, but we go to docs with things like
Yeah, we need documentation. I agree.
exposes like few exposing few things like view.
Yeah, once we have some samples though, I think that'll make sense to show how to do some of these things because that's the only way to do it. And that's why I like this report. It's a real style example. It's not like, "Oh, I'm going to make sure my binding works," which are half of my samples. You guess you don't have to. I mean, it might get styles or something later.
I mean, so they'll add it then.
So you definitely still want to default off of view. Also, on iOS, you can't change the color, can you? Is there a tint color, or can you change the color of the indicators? So we will have mappers because you're going to tie into color. And so it'll have a mapper that.
We'll implement the map of when it's
No, you're going to do a mapper. It's already ready though. You'll do a mapper that subclasses or that passes in the view mapper because you always want to do that because view has some default stuff. So you'll do the view mapper, and then it'll have one property. It'll bind to environment keys dot colors dot color, and then it will set its color based on the color that comes in. And you'll see how we did that on font. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, we have like no documentation. You guys can read this. There's very, very little. But the problem is, when you're moving as fast as we are right now, you can't write documentation because what we're doing, we're just throwing away so fast. So, it's, yeah, I mean, but yeah, this is why I was thinking I want like an interface color. So that way we'd put that in the base thing. And then if anyone ever throws onto her thing, she just put like a color, eye color, and then it would say, hey, add this abstract, and boom, you're there. I know. Okay, I'm fine with not reading it right now. I don't have a stand. This thing is wishy-washy. You can't have a stand on something that doesn't matter. Life. All right. I have a style class, so I'm happy. Style's done, guys. There's a file new class that has style in it. It's style.
It's gonna come.
That border stuff you did is hot, though. I like it.
Only work.
That's you love doing all your clipping and shapes and stuff. That's your happy paths. You can do that. That's the right one. Recycling's in. So you can do that on Android tomorrow. Actually, though, we really should focus on some Skia stuff. We need lots of stuff in Skia. So I do wonder if tomorrow you focus on Skia. I think Skia would be good. Well, sure, build some more controls. Those don't take long. You know how to do them. You can knock them out quick, so
Yeah.
I'm fine with getting more controls. I think style is my last big thing, and I can even knock out some
I've
controls.
already got control already written.
So I'm even fine with some of these controls. Let's just jump straight to Skia. We have the stuff there.
Segment I want
Do your thing.
and I'll do iOS rhythm.
Do it.
I'm done, I can help with you.
Well, he's saying do iOS then Skia. There is no other platforms. Everywhere else. All right.
When you do one control,
We are at 12 hours and 50 minutes of streaming. Oh,
yesterday
11. We did 11 yesterday.
we did
Yes.
I thought we did.
No, it might have been 12. I don't know. This 27 hours you guys, you Aussies were mocking us for? You're there, man. You are there. You will definitely be there by tomorrow.
I think tomorrow is gonna be not fun.
Matisse is cuddling the heater.
That's
And Squeaky's freezing because he stole the heater.
I want the
My feet are freezing.
Yeah, my knee.
It's alright. We are gonna hide these and make sure no one steals them so we have them tomorrow. What we need to do is we need to take these blankets, get more of them, and just drape the whole table so that way we hotbox our entire table and we have these heaters under here and we'll just be nice and warm. Our feet will be awesome. No, we're gonna hotbox the table. That's allowed. Yeah, my toes are gonna be warm. I'm probably yelling. The later it gets, the louder I get. The more tired I am, I get a lot louder. Alright, guys. I'm really happy with where we've gotten tonight. I got so far on styles. But I got the underlying stuff in a really good place. I really like where we're at there. Yeah, it's really cool. And it cascades, guys! Cascades!
I don't know.
Yeah, a pattern that works everywhere. Yes, and we can explain it, and it's obvious how it works and why. There's no, well, it works this way for some and this way for others. Like, no, this is how it works. Padding switch too.
Padding's legacy.
Yeah, padding is legacy. All right, I think we are gonna end. Glad you're joining us for your after breakfast coffee, but it's 1 a.m. our time, and we're planning on being back here around 9:30 tomorrow a.m. He's gonna be in before then, so you're gonna see commits flying. But I don't think any of them want to stream without me. They're all scared of you guys. All these wires. Yes, it's scary, but most of it's not my scary. So we're gonna end this. Thank you, everybody. It's been a blast. We can look and see if anyone else is on if we want to rate anybody. You guys are. Nope, not that one. This one has my rating stuff. Let's see who's on. We want to send you guys on to someone else. Last night I didn't do that because I was tired. But I like this. Belly.io/programming. Ridiculous name. But it can show us who is live coding, which is pretty fun. And how long they've been going. Yeah. Whoa, they're doing something cool in Unreal. Should we send you over to them? They're doing some awesome stuff. That looks cool. Unless anyone has someone that they'd recommend, we raid. But we'll be back in a few hours. Sad. A few hours. Alright. This looks cool. We're gonna raid. Alright. So copy that. Bam! I raided. I did it. Thank you guys. Oh, I was gonna run my ending credit stuff. Alright, thanks again, guys. I'm gonna sign out. I'm gonna do this raid. You guys are awesome. See you guys tomorrow.